Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to the analysis of Yoleno TV. I'm glad you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. I'd like to go straight to, the US recent remarks on how they supported the presidential election. And for starters, I think Raila was right all the way because of this, what US is revealing about the amount that they spent on this general election. Ladies and gentlemen, if you hadn't heard about the amount, ladies and gentlemen, it's about 2 billion. That's what the US ambassador said. 2 billion. According to Raila Odinga and the Azimio One Kenya Alliance team, the victory was stolen from them by the president, the current president and his team, and that powerful countries influenced the results. There is something a wise man told me, an old wise man. He told me that if you go to a forest and encounter a bush, and you want to know the kind of animal, insects in that bush, the best thing for you to do is to throw a stone in that bush. And then, by virtue of the fact that that stone will cause disturbance in that bush, you will notice that kutatoka panya, kutatoka paka, kutatoka chui, kutatoka simba, kutatoka, all those kind of animals. So, the best thing for you to do, throw a stone in that bush. So what Raila Odinga was to throw a stone into this allegation of rigging. And I think US has come out clear, trying to defend themselves against the rigging concept. You saw what the Chief Justice said in that interview in the Western countries again.
Well, let me ask you a question, Justice Kome, and that is, and I know this is a hypothetical which you probably won't answer, but if the numbers were reversed, if Ruto had received 48.5% and Odinga had received 51.5%, do you believe that the belief in the institution and the strength of the court in this case would have been respected in that category as well by the loser in that hypothetical? Because it's very important, because I think one of the challenges we're having in the United States, and we see it around the world, is exactly what you said, is that sometimes people don't trust the outcomes depending on where they're at. So, President Ruto was the vice president in the previous government, and so a lot of people wonder, would that previous government have accepted losing? And is the Supreme Court and the legal system that you put into place in 2010, as it's remarkable, just 12 years ago, just interested in how it has become so resilient in such a short period of time.
Thank you. The problem with judges is that we don't answer hypothetical questions.
But you were a little political when you were younger because you were advocating for reforms, right?
But 20 years ago, I became a judge, and therefore now I just deal with evidence and pronounce myself according to the evidence, and I'm very reluctant to deal with hypothetical questions. But I tend to think, according to our constitution, and according to the public mood in Kenya now, it looks like Kenyans want to settle down and work and realize that
when she defended herself against the Supreme Court capture, that the courts have not been captured by Ruto. So again, this is the case of kurusha mawe kwa bush, and then you see things coming out. So everybody's trying to defend themselves. Supreme Court judge defended themselves. Now US is defending themselves through MEG WHITEMAN, the US ambassador to Kenya. That what they did was just to support the Kenyan election, because what the US are saying is that the USA has had a good diplomatic relationship with Kenya, and supporting it financially was not for the aim of supporting one candidate, but was to ensure that Kenyans have their well-deserved president. So, ladies and gentlemen, do you think US helped Ruto win this general election? Leave your comments below and kindly follow for more updates. But ladies and gentlemen, if Raila Odinga is true, then what does that mean? does that mean there will be the relationship within Kenya and the US will still be good, you know, considering the fact that most people feel hurt by the results which were announced by Chebukati? You saw what happened in that Jamhuri Day celebration, where presidential award was given to Chebukati, and then Gulie and Molu were also awarded.
EG8 for outstanding service rendered to the nation. G8, tumpongeze kwa makofi. Congratulations, Mheshimiwa. Congratulations, sir.
You saw what happened. Does that mean that the president is now awarding those people who played a critical role in ensuring the win? Kindly shout your comments below the comment section. But I'd like to hear what you think about this issue. But once again, I'd like to say, stay safe, stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.